Nova Minerals is exploring the gigantic gold project Estelle in Alaska. On only a very small part of this Corbel prospect, the company already has defined several million ounces of gold, updating the resource just a few days ago. We managed to get hold of CEO Christopher Gerteisen to get the details and hear what's next. Welcome, Chris.
Nice to be with you today, Bjorn. Exciting times for Nova Minerals.
Yeah, to be sure. But as I just alluded to, there was some very interesting news out of Nova Minerals on Monday with the release of an interim resource calculation for Block B of the Corbel prospect it was. Before we have a look at that, please tell us, though, why did you release this information now? What was the idea behind giving out an unfinished resource number now?
Recall, Bjorn, we embarked on a major resource development drilling program this year to build on our 2.5 million that we developed last year. And that consisted of 25,000 meters, 48 drill holes. And we've continued that full steam ahead. And actually, at this stage, we've completed that original drilling program. And in fact, based on those results, have added additional drilling. So from 25,000 meters to up to 40,000 meters this year. But That said, there's been a bit of a delay in results from the assay lab for various reasons, 8 to 10 weeks lag time on the results. And so we felt it very important to see how we're tracking and to report to the market what we got out here in order to reach our guidance, our targets of 5 to 7 million ounces. So we have results returned for 16 of those holes in the Block B area, as you said, and that's what this interim resource is based on. So 3.3 million ounces, one small step to our ultimate goal with this drilling program to get the plus 5 million ounces.
Okay, yeah, that's I was going to say. It's not a bad result at all to go from 2.5 to 3.3 million ounces, the 800,000 ounces added with the limited drilling. That's not bad at all. What does it tell you about the mineralization at Corbel? What kind of other information concerning the consistency style of mineralization did you get from the drilling?
Right. So one of our objectives with the drilling program this year was to capture tons, because it's really tons are king here, right? With these type of intrusive related gold systems, volume, it's a volumes game. And also was to start to define the limits of this Corbel deposit. Now, the latter, we have not been successful. Good problem to have. The deposit remains wide open in all directions, but we did capture significant amount of more tons, which is reflected in the increase in metal. So we've gone from about 200 million tons to 300 million tons. Ultimately, what we see happening with the global final resource net that we will release next year is to get to that 400 to 500 million ton range at 0.5 grams per ton. So which brings us to the 5 to 7 million ounces. But so mineralization has been just absolutely consistent. A sea of mineralization out there. We're releasing results from in previous announcements of 450 up to 500 meters of 0.6 grams per ton, just consistent throughout. And within that, what we've encountered now are feeder structures, much higher grade feeder structures, which the additional drilling that we're planning is going to go back and start to and which we'll be able to also include in the global resource coming out next year.
Okay. Oh, that's very interesting. And also what I wanted to talk about with you is the 2021, you already said you will release a global resource, which will encompass, I think, Corbel blocks A and B, and you will use what you released already. You will drill holes already finished. You will do more drilling. Tell us about the plans in that regard. Where's the potential for more upside at Corbel?
So the schedule, the reason for the global resource is because we've already embarked on a PEA, a preliminary economic study, a scoping study, which we've already started that study with the next stage of metallurgical test work, which will include looking at heap leach, CILs, and flotation options, as well as ore sorting will be included in that as well. If you recall, our early stage metallurgical test work, which we completed early this year, came back at 76% recovery, which is just exceptional when you compare that to our peers here, which operate some of the most profitable mines in the world at 55 to 60% recovery. And so we're already at 76% recovery. And what we're doing with this next stage of metallurgical test work is to only increase on that, get up into the 80s and the 90% recovery. Also, so this global resource will feed into that scoping study, that PEA, which we'll release also next year, sort of mid next year. Then we'll be drilling unabated, nonstop for the foreseeable future into 2021, 2022 and beyond. And after the PEA, we'll just continue on with our PFS drilling, which will happen in the mid to latter part of next year. And then we'll begin our feasibility study in 2022. And then that'll take us into 2023, 2024 timeframe, which we expect to have a decision to mine. So we're fast tracking it, and we're well on our way to our path to production here.
Okay, very, very good. If it continues like this, we're looking for some serious resource numbers there. Certainly looking forward there myself. And on this, we talked about more drilling, about what's coming in the years ahead. We've today been talking mostly about the Cobalt system, which in itself, as we said, as we've seen today, is the potential to deliver a very large gold deposit for Nova already. Although Cobalt is only one out of many prospective areas inside the Estelle Gold project. Are you already looking at the bigger picture, or does Nova have its hands full with Cobalt?
Yes, we are. So that's right. We're talking about Cobalt. 10 million ounce plus deposits, not uncommon in our neighborhood here. Look at Fort Knox, Dublin Gulch, Pogo, the Donlin 40 million ounce mine. So we're just talking about Cobalt, and specifically only on Block A and Block B at Cobalt, which our guidance again is plus 5 million ounces just there. But the Cobalt Valley has numerous other targets. Block C and Block D are also very similar, in fact, stronger and larger geophysical anomalies with the same signature as the Block A and Block B. And we've already started drilling those. I can't say too much right now, but we've already put drill holes into Block D, and geologically, that's looking very promising. We also started drilling RC scout drilling on Block C, also looking very good. So if you look at it like that, we could potentially go up to 10 million ounces and beyond just at Cobalt. Also in the Cobalt Valley is Cathedral, which we recently released some very high-grade rock chip samples there. We will be following that up come springtime, 2021, around March, April, springtime. And remember, we have a 220 square kilometer claim block out here, and Cobalt is only about 1 or 2% of that land area. And across that 220 square kilometer claim block are 15 other known prospects at various stages of advancement. RPM, which we have a drill pad already set up and ready to drill in the spring as well. Shoeshine, and numerous others that we're looking at. We'll have some additional rock chips data that we'll be announcing to the market in the coming weeks and months as well. So yeah, plenty of upside. As we've said in the past, we're not going home until we have 50 million ounces in the bank. That's saying that the geological fundamentals, and certainly what we're seeing with every resource update that we give, that type of a resource inventory is definitely achievable.
Okay, very impressive, and we'll see how it goes and how long it will take to get there. It's a lot of drilling and a lot of work coming up, so we should have a lot of news flow too, which is always good. Now, that was the work side, the project side. On the other hand is the share price, which has had a good run lately. I think almost doubled from the end of August. So all the potential you see there, I guess, is why you would say investors should still take a closer look at the company, think about taking a position in your opinion.
Absolutely. It's only getting started. We've already had an increase in the share price, as you said, which, remember, we have some very serious, highly respected analysts, Barry Dawes out of Australia, who are putting a stock price of 20 cents. He's looking at the bigger picture. He's looking at, now you've seen an increase of 800,000 ounces just with the interim resource, and he's seeing that 5 to 7 million ounces. So he's rating us at 20%. There's a major re-rate that will be happening, and it's still early days in terms of the run on the share price. So, get in early. That's all I can say. And 5 to 7 million ounces is just the start at Corbell to begin our studies on our path to production. But we will continue to grow this with drilling unabated into the future, into the foreseeable future, into the years to come. And so a major re-rate will be happening, and the smart money is starting to take notice.
Okay, thank you very much. That sounds like a good closing remark. Looking forward to see the next batch of drill results and see the next developments. And we'll just talk then, and you can update me again. Thank you very much.
Great. Thanks for your time today, Bjorn, and look forward to that next update.